I've seen Matthew Hussey now for a very long time. I actually knew of this guy before he decided to start teaching women, which he actually used to teach men. He used to teach men confidence. Very charismatic guy, very much always in the pocket. He just had an aura about him that emanated off him. Even watching the product, I was drawn to watching his videos over the other ones. Now, in this video, I actually want to give my take on this guy. I put together 10 minutes worth of clips that I'm going to go through with you. I haven't seen them yet. I don't know how I feel about him being in the industry of women. I don't know if he's doing it for positive reasons or other reasons or what the hell's going on. So I wanted to check out his teachings, see how he teaches, see if I would do anything differently. I haven't seen him up to this point, and I'm actually really curious, what is the reason he's doing this? Is he a great coach in the field of teaching women? If there's one thing I know, whenever the sexes try to teach each other how to date on the other side of the field, the guys fuck up in their dating advice with women, and women fuck up their dating advice with men. The dating scene with men and women is so vastly different. It's alien to one another. To understand what it's like to be a woman or what it's like to be a guy, I've been in this industry now of teaching dating for a decade, and I've honestly only started getting some inkling of what it was like the past 2 years. I've only recently started to have an inkling of what it was like to be a woman. This mindset, this experience that women are going through that's so alien from my own. And it's pretty hard for a guy, to be fair, to teach women. Women, the same thing. Most women that are dating coaches are, they're not doing too hot. I mean, some of them are doing great, don't get me wrong. But it's hard to come from that mentality of you going your entire life being one of the sexes with your own personal experience with the opposite sex. And then you try to flip it on its head and say, I'm now going to teach the opposite sex, the ones that I'm picking up or that are trying to pick me up. And I'm going to tell them, how could they do better? And oftentimes they lack a lot of perspective or understanding. They think that sex for guys is easy, for example. It's not. For women, we think that if you're just slutty and put out that you'll get the high quality guy. That's not how that works either. There's like this weird, I'm going to cut this up. We're going to cut this up. All right, we're going to definitely fucking cut this up. So what do I think of Matthew Hussey? Let's get into it.
Yo, you should talk that shit, but wanna feature, man, you're pitiful. Play your cards right and you might make it out the cubicle. I'll be with your bitch in the...
Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna be a magic trick. This weekend, I release a video about something I call the bliss point. The food industry has a term called the bliss point. The bliss point is the optimal level of salty and sweet in a food that keeps you wanting more of it. Think Nutella, think peanut butter, kettle corn. What's the bliss point? That means even though you're getting full, you're not satiated. You keep wanting more of that food. I believe there's a bliss point in communication. And what I have done for this weekend's video that comes out Saturday evening for YouTube is I have broken down 3 text messages from guys and given people 3 bliss point responses, 1 for each text. Here's my prediction. This is the magic trick. There are going to be a decent number of comments under this video from women who say something along the lines of, if a guy isn't texting me on the day of our date and isn't giving me a plan, or is being flaky, or is making me do all the work, screw him. I'm not going to send him one of these sweet, salty messages that you talk about. I'm not going to be nice. I'm not going to be kind. And they'll have some like hashtag that says boy bye or something. Mark my words. In anticipation of these comments, because I know they're coming, I started to think about this.
Can I just say, there's so many women that are decently attractive in that crowd, to be fair. I think I need to switch industries. I'm sorry, guys.
And I thought, what will I say to those people who I already know are going to say it, even though they don't know they're going to say it yet? You don't have to be ruthless in your tone, if you are ruthless in your actions. I'll repeat. You don't have to be ruthless in your tone if you are ruthless in your actions. In fact, if you are ruthless in your actions, you can be sweet as pie in your tone. tone isn't that big of a consequence. Tone just has the ability to make you sound really unattractive and hurt by something. So what tone has the potential to do is show someone that they have total power over your emotions. I get angry with you, I get pissy with you.
He's actually doing a great job of giving these women actionable advice. He's giving it to them in a way that they're responding to really well. Usually when guys try to give advice to women, there's like a disconnect at times. Sometimes the guys will be a little bit too brutal, and a girl is not going to girls don't receive energy that way. They don't receive energy the same way that we do, and the way we communicate with guys when we're trying to give a solution is not the same with women. And I mean, there is some overlap, don't get me wrong, especially with certain types of guys. Like some guys speak very similarly to women and vice versa. I mean, it's a blend, but there is definitely a lean towards one way of thinking, and guys just don't usually connect that side. And when men try to explain something to a woman in a way that's that can be beneficial, it doesn't come across the right way. And I think it's the same thing with women trying to explain things to guys in dating. It goes both ways.
See, with you, I do that whole boy bye. All I'm showing is that you have actually had an effect on me. You've actually angered me. You, who I barely know. You, who I barely know, who might as well be a stranger, we've seen each other this little. You have had this much of an effect on my emotions. No. You have a standard. And that standard is, you're a great person. You're a kind person. You're a positive person. And so when someone does something that doesn't meet your standard, you don't become a mean, passive-aggressive, obnoxious, difficult...
Okay, I'm sorry. He's definitely putting that light behind his head on purpose. He's trying to do the Messiah effect. Though he's honestly giving these women amazing advice that they seriously need. And these girls are really... I think he has a couple different reasons behind doing this job. I have a friend that actually is in the same industry as this guy. And the fucker, he's not nearly as big as Matthew Hussey, but he's pretty big. And he gets laid a lot from the job. He'll actually even be flying out to go see girls all over the place. And from what I understand, isn't Matthew Hussey single? That's kind of a dope-ass job for being a single guy. Not that I'm even knocking it, to be fair. This is something that I wouldn't even put out of the realm of me doing myself. I mean, if I did do it, I would definitely be trying to help people out like he is. But I could see myself also being, a little bit more the sex addict in me, and like deciding that this job is, it's multi-tiered. There's a lot of different things that I'm getting out of it, and I'm not hurting anybody. Oh no.
Nasty, snippy person. You stay sweet and kind and positive and warm, but your actions tell the story of the consequences. That's the most powerful part of dating. If you want to know what I think is the dumbest mistake people are making in dating, it's wearing all of their consequences in their tone and none of them in their actions. Because I guarantee that same woman who's getting all angry and bitter and passive-aggressive in her tone, I'll guarantee that same woman a week later, if he gets all sweet with her, we'll start to maybe think about seeing him again. In other words, she's ruthless in her tone and completely moldable and malleable in her actions. The reverse is much more powerful. You know why people get so pissed off in their tone? It's because they really are planning on seeing him again. They're like, why do you do this? You're making this so difficult. I really want to see you. I like you, and you're annoying me. And why do you think you could just do this to me? But they're angry at themselves. Not angry. They're angry at themselves because they know tomorrow they're still going to want to see him.
Huh. That was dope. That was spot on. I like that.
Pissed off about, screw you for making me swallow my pride in the text I'm going to send you tomorrow. You're not angry if you don't care about, if you're not really interested in seeing someone again, you don't get angry. Do you? Like, if you're out of my life tomorrow and I'm never going to see you again, am I really that angry? No, I'm like, I'm on to the next day. But it's because I care. And it's because I am going to see you again. And I'm going to 100% screw over my own standards to see you again. And I hate that you're making me into this person who compromises on her standards because she likes you. I hate that. And now I'm going to get angry with you as a result. And I'm going to show you that you have all this power over me. Moral of the story is this: be ruthless in your actions, be kind in your tone. You will find dating is much easier for you, and you'll find you get far more attraction. Not only will you get far more attraction, but you'll actually be the one in control.
That was absolutely spot on. I gotta say, I think he's pretty good at what he knows what he's talking about. He is definitely getting those camera angles down though. Jesus Christ. He's like doing the whole Messiah effect. You guys saw that, right? That wasn't just me. He's trying to make a halo over his head. That was some editing, whoever decided to edit that way. He's trying to get the Messiah effect going. But it's fine. He's honestly teaching these women in a very applicable way. He's actually getting them results. I'm totally chill with it, honestly. On to the next video.
Others to learn from. I am here with international famous dating coach Matthew Hussey. Before we talk, though, very excited. The audience very excited. We want to give you a quick look, though, at his background. He's young, he's handsome, and he's an international love guru.
There are two words that I want to bring you today that are going to change the way you look at dating forever.
Meet Matthew Hussey, the 30-year-old dating coach and New York Times bestselling author of Get the Guy, charges up to $10,000 for private one-on-one coaching sessions.
How does a girl like you stay single?
Look, I'm attracted to you, but I'm insecure.
He's the dating decoder who shares his relationship secrets with people around the world and online with his 3 million social media followers. So get ready, love seekers. Your coaching session starts right now. Matthew, thank you for being on Good Morning America.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be here.
It just so happens that we have an audience filled with singles. You guys are all excited.
I'm just laughing at the guy right behind him. This guy looks totally out of it. Is there another guy here? Yeah, there's another guy back there too. Oh, there's this third guy. Fourth. Oh, there's a bunch of guys in the crowd. Huh, okay.
Matthew's really excited because you say now is a great time.
Okay, then.
To meet your match.
I think now is perhaps the best time ever to date. We have never been so in need of real connection. We're lonely, but we have never been so bad at connecting. People are addicted to their phones.
Yes.
And
why are people like that smiling in the crowd? Why are they all smiling? Oh, are they paid? There's no way they're paid. This crowd is way too good looking. At least the ones in the front. They put the people in the front. Then they put all the... Oh, shit. Then they put all the normal people looking in the back. Ooh, I see how this is. Are you guys trying to get the... Oh, my God.
they're never looking up anymore. So if you can do the basics of being able to talk to another human being or pick up the phone and talk to someone...
Yeah, look. Everybody's posing.
It is so easy to win today compared to what it used to be.
That sounds very simple, right? Put the phone down and re-engage.
I'm guaranteed, these ladies will say that if a guy just picks up the phone to me, but the women will say this especially, if a guy can just pick up the phone to me, that already sets...
No fucking way. No fucking way. That girl in the back, though, she looked all kinds of mad.
apart probably from the last 10 guys I dated.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, right there, good advice already. So our viewers are also really excited. We asked them and they tweeted some questions. Devin tweeted us and said she's naturally quiet. She needs help approaching men. You just gave us one piece of advice, but what would you say to Devin who's watching right now?
Well, firstly, women can make the first move. Any woman who says, I don't make the first move, I'm old-fashioned, I say, then you don't know what old-fashioned is. Mm-hmm. A woman 100 years ago would walk past a man, she'd drop her handkerchief and she'd keep walking.
Mm-hmm. Making
the guy would see it, he'd say, this is an extraordinary opportunity to be a man. He'd pick it up, he'd walk.
Everybody's laughing so awkwardly. They're so faking this shit.
So how do we translate that?
He'd say,
today,
madam, you
though?
dropped this. And she'd say, did I? And she would then think, oh my God, he approached me, but actually she chose him.
Yes.
So if you want to translate that, there are 8 words you can say to a guy.
I love that. That's the way he's saying this. So in general, he's saying that women should, their way of approaching should be to give the guys an in to allow them to approach, which is actually a really good solution for a lot of women. Women need to get a little smart about ways to do that. Either teasing the guy, either you don't have to go direct with a guy. I think that what he's saying here, like sitting right next to the guy where it's very obvious where the other seats are open, like ask if the seat is open and just sit there or sit like one seat away closer to him so you can give him a chance to talk to you. Stuff like that. Just give the guys a chance in that way. If you guys want somebody to approach you, that's not a bad solution. To be fair, and I know a lot of guys in the comments might get mad at women over this, and I know you guys like getting mad at women. Men and women have their own hurdles to go over, and neither side has it better or worse. Men and women are different. Women have to carry a baby for a certain period of time and have to invest resources into that baby. A guy can inseminate a bunch of women and then honestly raise none of them. And that is a big struggle for a lot of women, and what causes their biology to be different to begin with. They're not the types to be taking risks. We're more built for risk. Guys are more made for risk. We're supposed to be that way. We're supposed to be the ones that take gambles. Women are not. Women are developed to mitigate for risk and to play on the sly, which is why I think they're so socially intelligent. I think women are so socially intelligent because they had to learn how to be like more protective of themselves around men, and being able to work their way up the social hierarchy and be helping each other out, and to notice when their guy is really sad and know how to help him out, make him feel better, or know how to get him back in the zone or back in the pocket so you keep working. All this stuff, women have it different than guys, and it's just different. We're better with things. Women are better with emotions. That's just how it is. So it's not one way or the other. It's just that as two sexes, we are different. We're different creatures. I mean, we're similar in so many ways, but in the ways that we're different, they're glaringly obvious, and it causes a lot of conflict, especially nowadays.
Ask him a favor. You just say, I could really use your help with something. So you could be out tonight and say,
A date. I could really.
Yeah. You say, I could really use your help with something. My hands are full. Could you hold my jacket for 2 seconds while I give these drinks to my friends? You take your drinks to your friends, you come back, you grab your jacket. Thank you, you're a gentleman. How's your night going?
All right.
He now is talking to you.
He's a great public speaker, though. He's a killer public speaker.
Doesn't feel like you did anything.
Right. So the games are still alive and well. I want to get the audience involved, though.
Yeah.
So you talk about the power of the proper compliment. You're going to pay me 2, or 3 if you want. But 2 is fine. But you say 1 is actually much more effective at landing. So listen up to this. So you're going to pay me 2, and then you guys will let me know what you think.
So I could say, I really like your eyes. You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
Okay.
She flinched at that. Did you see that? She flinched. I was watching her this entire time. She does have a little crush on him. She's trying to get like, look, she flinches.
I really like your eyes. You have beautiful eyes.
Thank you.
See that she just really nervously blinks her eyes, and she's trying to hold it in. That's
You have
fucking
beautiful
hilarious.
eyes.
Thank you.
Okay.
And then she laughed to like get rid of the anxiety that she just felt. That was like, now he's doing it too.
First one.
That one worked. Go on.
The second one is,
she likes
I
it.
really like your style.
Okay, so audience, who liked the eye compliment? Who liked the style compliment? Which one is more effective?
Both are effective. One is easier to make if you want to go and talk to someone today. The eyes compliment is really, it's about something that you didn't choose.
Right.
Right? You were born with those eyes.
Oh.
If I say I really like your style,
Yeah.
I'm complimenting.
I disagree with him on that. So, if he's talking about women, that's fine. But if you're a guy, all right. So yeah, if you say the second one in the right headspace, it will work. So if you're saying it in a way where it's flirty, be like, hey, I like your style. You're saying it in a way where it's like I'm a sexual threat, as opposed to like, hey, I like your style. Like, no, but hey, I like your eyes. Hey, I like your eyes. Like, there's a way of saying it that would make it work. So he's just missing out on a few key pieces in this spot right here, specifically. The style one, it works. It can work. They both can work, but it depends on the tonality. So the line itself is completely irrelevant. It's
in your choices in life. Yeah. Compliment is something you've decided. So that actually goes deeper. So that's an easier one.
I do agree with that, though. There is something behind, but the fashion is not. The fashion is not who she is. Maybe girls think of it as it being who they are. He could be something onto something, but I just know too many guys that say that specifically, that line, and all the guys that say it are really creepy. And so that's the reason I don't say it personally. I think there's a better way of using that idea that you just put out there, because the idea is right, but the execution was crap. What's a way of saying it that would actually work? So, about personality, it has to be about something she did that you can infer on her personality. Something she wore, I just don't see it being that connected to who she is. She could, like, all the guys that always say the fashion line, they're always supplicating guys. And it's like, hey, I like your fashion. Do you actually like her fashion? You're just fucking saying that. Like, if you actually like her fashion, say you like her fashion. If you don't like her fashion, don't fucking say that. Be like, hey, need fashion tips? Like, I don't fucking know. Like, fuck around with her teaser. Like, the more you care, the less likely you are for her to like you.
It sounds less personal, even though it's actually more personal.
I mean, we would love to talk more to you. Thank you, Matthew.
Amazing public speaker. I think some of his ideas are pretty flat in their thinking, and like I think he's better at giving women advice than he is guys, which for him is his cornerstone. He's fucking knocking that out of the park. Stick to your lane, man. Fucking like mess that up. When I did see those videos of you teaching confidence back when you were working for Gambler, your videos were my favorite. You were my favorite coach. You were making me more confident day by day, and I remember it was a process where they let the videos out one by one. So every day a new video would come out. I would oftentimes ignore some of the videos from certain coaches and just get excited when your videos would come up. You're a great public speaker, man. Don't get me wrong. And you're also amazing at giving confidence lessons. Amazing. I honestly, I like this guy. I think this guy's really fucking beneficial for the entire industry in general. Women need a guy like this. Women don't usually get very good advice, and I think it's a time for change. The fact that he's like this and he's willing to actually help women out is really fucking cool, and he's doing it in an authentic way. He's not being an oil snake salesman. He might be sleeping with a few of them, but to be fair, I mean, like, who wouldn't? Like, what guy wouldn't? I think he's doing great. I think he's crushing it. I think he's helping the girls out. I like it that he's taking his angle and everything. He's gonna help a lot of women out, so no issues with him. Anyways, with that being said, peace.
Play your cards right and you might make it out the cubicle. I'll be with your bitch in the salon fixing my cuticles. She said I'm a pretty boy and she told me I'm beautiful. I know. Fuck her in my studio, I make it hit that high note. She living in your head, but I got her over at my place. Living life fast, like where the fuck